No, neither would I know.
What would you take with a wish?
But serious, like
A serious one.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh my word. No, that's too hard now. Now that it's a serious wish and it's like a serious life wish,
Yeah.
that's a lot more serious than I was expecting it.
Yeah.
Okay, if it was a silly wish, I want to be able to fly. And I think we've had this conversation.
We have had this conversation on the podcast.
Yeah, I would fly, 100%.
But the thing was...
the freedom of flying, just being able to... Oh,
yeah. But what pace are you flying at?
as fast as I want.
What, like as fast as a plane? Or
like I'm Superman and I can just fly.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But did your brain... So, right. This actually gets me onto the point about the Flash and Superman. So, let's say you're going at like... You know when the Flash like runs around the Earth?
Yeah.
Super quickly?
Yeah.
His brain is also processing that speed, right? Because he's going to have to be able to dodge and move out of the way.
Yeah.
So, if your brain is moving at the speed of which you are flying around the Earth, like running around the Earth very quickly, does that not just mean you are moving at normal pace? Everything else is just moving around you slow.
It's relative to whoever's perspective it is.
Yeah. So, in your perspective,
yeah.
So if Superman was to fly around the Earth, do you know what he's doing? He's going at like a jogging pace for however long it takes to get around the Earth.
Yeah.
Because his brain is moving at such a quick pace as well. So when the Flash runs around the Earth, he is just walking around the Earth for years in his head, but around him, stuff has only happened for a second. Does that make sense?
It 100% makes sense.
Imagine how much it would suck to have super speed. Because from my perspective, you'd get to Australia really quickly. But from your perspective, you spent like 5 years of flying in a straight line at walking pace to get to Australia.
That's actually a really good point. I've never thought about that.
So super speed sucks. Because if your brain didn't move that quickly...
But you can choose to slow down.
Yeah, but then you're not using the super speed.
You are. If I was to just run out of here at 50 mile an hour, you'd go 50.
I was living it like that.
He's got super speed.
Yeah, but then for you, it would just be you'd get up.
But my brain, if I was to start running, my brain is working fast enough that I can run out. Like if I was to just start running at 50 mile an hour, my brain is fast enough.
You can process moving out the way.
Moving it.
I feel like you'd smash into that glass door at 50 miles an hour. I'm sorry.
No, but like I would fly and I'd do it at like...
You could do it at speed. You could probably...
Especially if you're up in the air.
Yeah, you could do that like...
I could be at like... I could do it faster than that. I could be at like 300 mile an hour. There's nothing really...
You're smacking into a bird and die.
Yeah, you might... No, I would have like protective gear on.
Okay, do you also have like super strength on?
No, that's not the wish. The wish is just fly.
So then the wind resistance would just go... Like you would like realistically, you can only hit like imagine putting your head out the car at like 80 miles an hour. Your face is going like pulled back. The G-force you feel on your body.
I can wear a Formula 1 suit and a Formula 1 helmet.
Okay, yeah. And then so you'd have to also do G-force training.
Well, no, because when you're in a straight line, you don't feel the G-force.
Yeah, but then imagine you get to the guy's house, you got to slow down. You're not slamming on the brake.
Do it gradually.
You got to think about all these things, right?
No, you don't. It would just happen naturally. Yeah. You know, like when Spider-Man gets bitten and then like he just automatically just can do things. It will be like that. And I'll just automatically understand my...
Imagine how difficult it'll be if you're Spider-Man, right? To control your strength. Like you'll go to open the door and you'll rip it off its handle.
What?
Like in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to teach. Anyway,
I think there's a lot of liability to having the superpower.
Probably, but I'm still going to fly. Even if I could only fly
at a running pace.
To like a running pace, and I could only go probably just above like the roofs of people's houses. Now sit like
that would be sick.
It would still be unbelievable
if you could go, because you would get anywhere. If you were walking anywhere, you get there so quickly.
Yeah, because you just a straight line wherever you go. Like go to work.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just off to work. I see you later. Just fly off.
Yeah,
like why would it be unreal?
And when you're flying, are you just going like that? Because I'd want to pick a cool pose if I was flying. You know what I mean? Like what? Would I just be walking in the air? Would I just be levitating? Or would I be Supermaning? You know what I mean? There's like...
You can choose. It's how you fly. It's how you want to fly.
How would you want to fly?
I'd fly like... Have you ever seen like the Peter Pan films?
Yeah.
I'd just fly like Peter Pan, do you know what I mean? Like
levitate.
Just to be able to kind of do what
you have your arms out like a plane then.
I mean, you probably would end up having your arms out. Yeah. Or I'd do like the Iron Man where you're just like...
Yes.
The Iron Man's not.
I think the Iron Man's cool, just like the pencil.
Yeah,
the
like
pencil.
yeah. That would be quite cool.
Mm.
That's a good wish, actually, just to have an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, that you knew how to fix.
Yeah. If
you mess it up.
Yeah. Anyway, what's yours?
Well, mine's a little bit more. Well, I was like,
Oh yeah, no, a serious wish. Okay, well,
I'll
need to think.
For like a serious wish, you've got to go with. Oh, I got in such a rabbit hole when I was talking with one of my friends about this, because I was like, I wouldn't want to pick. You probably just want your like close people that you know to not die prematurely. But then how do you define prematurely? And then that's just getting really deep for a podcast. I don't really want to talk about it. So
it's not. No, I don't. It's not too bad. I mean, that would be a great wish. But I know what you mean, for them to die in a normal fashion.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
In a normal fashion at
a reasonable age, and not
And then I was like, what happens if I said after 80? But then imagine the fear you would have, because your friends are for a fact everyone around you is invincible till 80. And then after that, you just suddenly get a hit of mortality. Like, you're suddenly like, everyone around me can just die now. I feel like that would completely mess me up mentally.
Maybe, but at least it would only mess you up. I think you'd have to be unselfish in that time and go, look, it's going to bother me, but I
can't tell anyone.
I can't. Yeah, you wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't tell anyone. And I'd be like, look, I know that people, their friends, their family, and them are going to live together for a very good, long, reasonable life.
Yeah.
Even if that's hurting me, that's a favor to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like there's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good wish.
Yeah.
And
you'd want them to have a healthy life for that period.
Healthy life. Well. Yeah, of course.
Because you wouldn't want them to just get.
That's the part of the wish. They're living a long, normal, healthy life.
Yes.
That's a good wish.
Yeah.
But nice.
Yeah.
That's a very wholesome thing to say. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. That's not bad.
And then it was interesting because Rachel was, Rachel. She was like,
JD's girlfriend.
Yeah. She was like, she'd want no wars. Like, she'd want no wars.
I was going to say that
solved by democracy. And I was like, it's kind of shocking that I never once thought about, like, not once in my head, like, that sort of big picture crossed it. It was always about, like, how can I make my life better? I never once thought about anything else.
That's deep as well. That's the first thing I thought of a second ago.
Really?
When I was thinking serious, I was like, I would stop the wars in Ukraine. I was thinking.
Yeah. He didn't say. He said flying, by the way. He was like, I was thinking, save hundreds of lives. Fly. He went with fly.
No. I was thinking,
like,
maybe
all wars get solved by democracy.
Wars. But then I just feel like if you were to do that, there'll be another war.
No, but if you just said there was no wars ever, everything was just solved.
Oh, just
by debating,
just life in general.
Yeah.
That would be great. Absolutely great.
Thinking about it, imagine how much money could then, if there was never going to be a war again, imagine how much money could be repurposed for different things, improving people's lives.
You say that, but a lot of people make a lot of money out of war, don't they?
Yeah.
But then no,
the American government spends trillions and we spend billions. And
I mean, that's a great wish. I'm just trying to think if there's, like sometimes you make a wish like that and then there's
side effects.
There's side effects.
But I feel I have thought about the side effects, and I was like, is there side effects for everything getting sorted by democracy other than population expansion?
That's exactly the sort of thing I was about to say. Would population, because there will be a side effect of there being no wars ever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't know what it would be. Yeah. But there must be something. But then again, there would be no war, so you'd kind of go, that's probably a good trade-off.
Yeah. And I can only really think that
if that wish was available, you would just click that button and go, yeah, no wars, wouldn't you? You just would.
I would.
And then just deal with the consequences. Yeah, you would.
I would.
Just deal with the consequences.
Yeah, you sort of would have to just deal. I guess the Earth is always going to end up in some sort of steady state, isn't it? Where it's going to become balanced in some way. Currently, it's balanced with war being an option. There will be another way it balances itself without war being an option.
Yeah. So it will be something like
else
poverty will become even worse, or there'll be something that will
happen.
Yeah,
there'll be some sort of.
But no, let's click that button if it ever comes up.
Yeah.
Let's just click that button. Whoever you are, if that wish comes up, click it.
Click the button.
Just do it.
Yeah.
So
Adam will be on the side clicking fly.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Wouldn't want to be this guy.
Fly. This is terrible. Okay, so yours would be that your friends and I'm trying to think if mine.
Long, healthy lives.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, the war one's.
I think the war one's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one that I would go with. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could do to help people in an even bigger way. Like food, no food, no poverty, that sort of thing. What do you call it? No one's malnourished, or everyone has food supply in the whole world, or something like that. If there's an even
spread, if everyone has access to food
and water, shelter.
I feel like, so I thought about that, and I feel like there's gonna be so many loopholes that come out of it.
Yeah. Like if there's such an abundance of food, then maybe everyone will become super obese, in which case the heart.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or if everyone had access to food, you'd get some powers who would use that like access to food. I don't know. Like, what's the quality of the food they've got access to?
Yeah.
Who's controlling the supply of the food? All that sort of stuff.
That's terrible. Do you know what that shows, right?
Yeah.
That shows the greed. To say that we could wish for the world to have an abundance, and let's not say an abundance. Let's say all they need. Every single person in the world has all they need, and yet our instant thought is someone in this world will
try and control
that and destroy that.
Yeah,
that just shows the sort of world we live in.
Yeah, and also I think if everyone has all they need, they're gonna want their wants are always gonna be so much more than what they need.
Yeah,
so they're always gonna feel like they're hard done by
100%.
Yeah,
they'll go, I've only got chicken and rice and vegetables on my plate.
I want because then maybe luxuries just become more and more scarce because everyone has the basics and more people are fighting for the luxuries.
Yeah.
And then people will control the luxuries.
And then poverty, even though the poverty becomes one normal meal of food, and then they're like, it's not good enough.
Yeah, there'll be levels of poverty. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good questions though.
I think flying is the easiest.
Just fly and leave the world as it is. Yeah. And just be a cool person and fly.
Flying or teleporting?
Flying.
Really?
Enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Wow, that's deep.
Thanks. It's true though. It's true. It's the pleasure of being able to fly. I just don't understand why I'd want to teleport.
Convenience.
But great. But then can you imagine how crap it would be? You'd be like, oh, I want to go to Bora Bora today. Great. Oh yeah, sorry, I've been there like 20 times because I can just do it with a flick of a finger. Do you know what I mean? You get fed up of the fact that you can just be anywhere whenever you want to do it.
You would teleport there and you're like, I've got to wait for everyone on the plane now.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I'm just here on my own. When are you guys going to be here? No, don't get me wrong, it would still be cool to teleport.
Yeah. It'd be handy just to teleport to work, to the gym, back. I feel like the teleportation would be handy for the mundane activities you got to do.
Exactly. The mundane.
And can you take stuff with you when you teleport? Like can I take my shopping bags with me?
Yeah, I feel like as long as it's touching your person.
So then could I have all my friends cling on to me?
Yeah, but there'll only be a certain amount of people that can like put their fingers on you and like touch you.
Yeah.
But then I guess that could probably be a good a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm saying no to that now.
Okay. So I can't take anything with me.
You're completely naked. Your clothes.
You just turn up everywhere naked.
Only your body turns up in that place.
How would you pick where you locate to as well? Do you just think of the place?
I'd leave bags around the world in different places, and then so let's say it's like a changing room. I would just leave a bag in the loft in like a locker or something.
In a loft, yeah. Then you'll teleport into the changing room. Everyone will see you. You're scrambling, nuts out, trying to get into the roof. They're like, "What you do?" It's like, "No, wait, my clothes."
Everyone would know who you are at that point and be like, "Oh, it's just teleported in." Classic.
Yeah, classic.
Why are you always naked? Sorry, it's just a part of my power.
Well, you couldn't tell anyone you're teleporting. You would be experimented on.
Yeah, but then you just teleport away. They'll be like, chase me, go on. Like, how are you going to get me? Do you know what I mean? Sure. You'd literally be able to do you know what I mean? You could be in the test center and they'll be like, we're about to stick a needle in you. And you're like, bye.
Yeah. You can't really stop someone flicking a finger. We all saw Thanos, didn't we?
Exactly.
So, yeah. Quite easy.
What a great conversation.
Bringing it back to F1.